Citizen Kane, directed by Orson Welles, is undoubtedly a masterpiece. Released in 1941, it broke nearly every boundary in the film industry and revolutionized filmmaking as a whole. Whether it's the film's use of creative lighting, low-angle shots, non-linear storytelling, or extensive set design, this movie paved the way for all future filmmakers to shine. But apart from all the things I've just listed, there's one thing that the film does that stands out to me on a completely different level. Welcome to... The deep focus in Citizen Kane is a beautiful combination of the creative direction of Orson Welles and the masterful craft of cinematographer Greg Toland. Toland had used deep focus in previous films like The Long Voyage Home and Wuthering Heights, but it was Welles' inexperience as a filmmaker and his willingness to let Toland have full creative control that truly made Citizen Kane special. Using a 24mm wide-angle Cook lens, a narrow aperture, and a higher f-stop, meaning that it lets less light into the camera, I'm only saying this because I can never remember, and a boatload of external light, Welles and Toland were able to create an extremely deep depth of field. The deep focus allowed for the entire composition to be captured, allowing all events of a scene to play out in real time. Take the scene of a young Kane's mother signing away his life. In the foreground, we see Kane's mom signing the papers, trying to give her son a better life. And in the middle ground, we see his father arguing. He wants to give his son a better life himself. And in the background, we see a young Kane playing in the snow through the small window in the back. This is quite literally a window into the future of his life and his last moments as a normal child. The film language of each of the elements of this scene really tells you what's happening. Any other conventional film up to this time probably would have juxtaposed these images using cuts. But here, we see all of the events play out in real time, and they're beautifully layered in the composition. Another example, and quite possibly my favorite, is the scene after Kane poaches the staff from the Chronicle, his newspaper's biggest rival. They throw a party with dancers like the new group would, but it doesn't exactly feel in character for our modest Kane. In the foreground, we see Kane's two biggest companions, Bernstein and Leland. They're quietly worrying about how this newfound success might change Kane for the worse. While in the background, we see the reflection of Kane celebrating in the mirror. Just like the first scene I mentioned, it's a window into the future of what the company and Kane will become. The framing of this scene is crucial to watching the story play out, and it's carefully crafted to show the shift in Kane's character. The young director's urge to innovate completely broke the threshold. Welles encouraged Toland to push the limits of cinematography, allowing for Citizen Kane to reshape the industry as a whole. Basically every film that uses deep focus is inspired by it, whether it's intentional or not. Some glaring examples include films from the Italian neorealism era, like Rome, Open City, and Bicycle Thieves, as well as the New Hollywood movement, with films like 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Godfather, and Scorsese's Raging Bull. Welles and Toland's influence on the industry is indisputable, but the use of deep focus in Citizen Kane is what stands out as the most influential of all. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Cut.